Hi guys, this is day 3 of my not feeling so well little mini series, whatever you would call it, of speaking through the fog. And obviously I'm not as bad today, getting on maybe the upswing, which is great. I'm still in a lot of pain, and I still my very foggy and getting tired a lot easier, but I definitely am going back to baseline, even if my baseline's a little lower than before. I kind of think maybe my extreme pain, which was crazy. I've never felt that way before. Every single muscle in my body hurt, even like organs and just everything. And from going to being like completely numb in my body to completely painful was crazy. I mean, I've never really had pain to that point. I've had pains now and again. If people with the fibromyalgia on top of chronic fatigue have that kind of pain, oh my goodness, no wonder they're asking for um, opiates and during the opiate war and everything, because yeah, I don't think I could go through that every day of my life. It was all consuming, just this pain that I was in. And then on top of that, I was getting my normal, like, kind of nightly oversensory, like, overload thing. And then I was just scared to death because I was going, oh, please, God, just let this not be the let this not be the time, that episode that puts me into bed for good. And I was in a really bad place last night. I couldn't get out of bed. And like right after I filmed last night's episode, I was just like, I shut the laptop and I wanted to go ask for help because I got super cold, and I had to wait until Keone came home and asked him to like take my pants off because they were hurting me and stuff. And then my mom came in the room and saw me, and she's like, was at first being like really abrasive with me, like, oh my, like being kind of mean in a way, like almost, you know, I'm tired too, Miranda. This is ridiculous. You're being so dramatic. And then when she realized how sick I really was and how scared I really was, she's like, Miranda, calm down. And then she what she said was, you're researching and all this is really freaking you out about it, and it's making you worse. And I thought like she was implying that my research was like getting to my head, and it was basically implying it was all in my head. And I'm very sensitive when it comes to that, and so I just freaked out. Like, I was just bawling, and I wanted to die in that second, because like I was feeling like if um one of my best allies, my mother, was telling me it was in my head, I just don't think I could have done it anymore. So anyways, when she realized, she was like, oh my gosh, no, 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 that is not what I meant. What I meant was, your symptoms get worse with stress because your heart rate goes up, and so you start to get worse, and then you're getting worse, and you're because you're stressing yourself out about being sick and maybe going into that terminal last stage. And so then you see yourself getting sicker, and you think it's like proof, and then you're getting more stressed, and it's like this crazy cycle. You need to calm down and take a step back and look at yourself and go, okay, yeah, this is really bad, but it's not, it's, I can deal with it. So I did. I took a step back, and my sister and Keone came in the room, and even though they were super worried about me, they were trying to get me to laugh. And once I started laughing and kind of like, okay, maybe I can like push through the pain and kind of all my stuff. And I got up, and my mom handed me a blanket because I was like shuffling around just completely freezing. But I went to go look at my new fish, and it was just horrible. And then I woke up today and still just in excruciating pain, but maybe just a little bit more willing to deal with it a little bit, I guess. And okay, well, I know that this is bad, but you know, I can't just keep it laying in bed. So I got up and did my stuff. I joined a group where you know, can talk to people if they want to about chronic fatigue syndrome who've just gotten diagnosed, and then um, check my email like a million times to see if any of the people that talked to me had written to me yet. And um, but then I went to my therapist, and when I talked to my therapist, this guy's like legit, man. He's like super awesome. He basically had me meditate and was like leading me in meditation and had me looking at like all my emotions and what was freaking me out and what was making me sad, and like asked me what my biggest problem was at the moment, and I was saying like I just feel so helpless right now. And he had me like going into that and just really just accepting that feeling and being okay with it. And so I walked out with a way better frame of mind, and I didn't even realize how worried and stressed and everything I've been. And so you know, I made dinner. It was hard, but and it still freaks me out that I can't even barely get through dinner anymore. And I can't, but I just I I can't I can't keep saying I can. I just got to do it. So I try to rest when I can, and I'm feeling better. That's the biggest thing. So day 3 is probably going to be the last day because I'm on the upswing now. I don't need to record any more bad symptoms. So sorry for the long, detailed update, but I will see you later, and there'll be more speaking through the fog to come.